If you watch some monkeys and they're grooming each other, it's pretty easy to figure out, yeah, they got to be friends and they're grooming each other. But some people doubt whether animals have friends. Do they have friends? In 1975, a University of California professor that studies baboons, Dr. Shirley Strum, wrote an article for National Geographic, and she said, based upon her research, baboons have friends. They have special bonds with other animals. It just isn't a random association among a bunch of monkeys. And some folks thought she was kind of wacky. I mean, how can animals have friends? Well, fast forward to 2011, and Ann Stagg wrote a book called Animal Friends, and she described not only baboon friends, but friends in all kinds of other animals, but not giraffe, because at the time she wrote the book, people thought giraffe just kind of have loose associations, like birds hanging around a telephone wire or something. They can't make friends. Shortly after she published the book, a lot of research came out showing that not only giraffe have friends, but they live in a really complex social system that's layered. It's kind of like a schoolyard. So consider a school. Within a school, you have certain grades, so 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, and so on. And then within the grade, you have some classrooms. So you might have 2, 3, or 4 4th grade classrooms. And within those classrooms, when the kids go out to lunch, they form certain groups, peer groups of folks that they want to be near. And they play with those folks. And those kids have a subgroup of friends that they also invite to their birthday party. And the common denominator is they're pretty much the same age. And it's the same with animal friendships. Animal friendships are formed by those that are about the same age, which is how giraffe friendships develop. They grow up in a group and they play with their peers. They feed alongside their peers. They sometimes rub up against because they can't groom each other. And that's what a giraffe friendship is. And so we now know that giraffe and baboons are like people in that they do have friends that are other animals that they hang around with a lot, probably because they enjoy hanging around with them a lot in the same way that we enjoy hanging around with our friends. But people are remarkable in a way that isn't shared by any other animal. Our friends are best friends forever. The forever part can last a long, long time. We can make friends in high school that we then hang around with 50 years later because we still enjoy each other's company and we like doing the same things. And even if we only meet sometimes, we're still friends. We can join up and go to a zoo to watch giraffe together.